for Butterham.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Deputy Speaker, since coming to government, our government has uncovered the violence and the intimidation that's been allowed to fester in the militant CFMEU for far too long. Violence and intimidation.
Point of order.
Come on, mate. We know you're lacking relevance, but come
Member for Butterham, those comments are disorderly. I caution you, do not repeat that. Manager of Opposition Business.
Deputy Speaker, just on relevance.
Thank you for your point of order, Manager of Opposition Business. The member has only just commenced his comments, and in particular just that line. I hear your point of order. I haven't heard enough to rule it to be not relevant at this point. Member for Butterham, I'm sure you'll remain relevant. You have the call.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Violence and intimidation which opened the door for organised crime in the construction sector, which stopped honest tradies and contractors going about their daily work, delayed major projects and resulted in Queenslanders sitting in traffic longer than they would have otherwise. Behaviour and a culture which was aided and abetted and enabled by the member for Marumba, the former Premier, the former Deputy Premier.
Point of order, Deputy Speaker.
Member for Butterham, pause the clock, please. Manager of Opposition Business.
My point of order is on relevance. It is clear that the Minister does not intend to address the substance of the motion or the amendment, and I'd ask you to remind him of his obligations.
Thank you, Member, for your point of order on relevance. Member for Butterham, if you could come to the relevant point of your contribution, that would be appreciated.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. More than happy to. If you just let me get through, 20 seconds will be there, Mr Deputy Speaker. It is unacceptable.
Members, I'll give you some guidance, Member for Butterham. You're able, I understand you're able to provide some context to your contribution, but please bring it to a relevant point as quickly as you can.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker, for your guidance. Violence and intimidation, a culture of those who are the Labor Party's paymasters, the CFMEU, presided over by the...
Point of order, Deputy Speaker. I've had to rise on...
If you could pause the clock, please. Manager of Opposition Business, I understand your point of order. I've just given guidance to the member for Butterham, and you've interrupted him again in the sense that I haven't been able to hear the point that he is trying to make to provide relevance. So I'm going to ask you to resume your seat, please, and I'm going to hear the member for Butterham and the point that he was beginning to make.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. Much like his CFMEU paymasters, the member for Marumba has stooped to incitements of violence and intimidation, calling for Queenslanders to take to the streets, just as they've done in Nepal, in Indonesia and in the Philippines. Dozens of people died in Nepal during these violent protests, and public buildings were set alight and destroyed. Looting and arson attacks have played out on the streets of Jakarta in Indonesia. In the Philippines, hundreds of people have been arrested and many more were wounded.
Member for Butterham, in accordance with the order of the House, the time for debate on this motion has expired. So the question is that the amendment moved by the Leader of the Opposition be agreed to. Those of that opinion say aye. Aye. Those against no. I think the noes have it.